Yo, it's your boy D Buster on 7 coming with you with another hit, another banger, whatever you want to call it. Um, I've been getting a lot of questions asked. How do you get your CDLs? I did a previous video like this before. Started talking about it. Psych. First you want to know, do you really want to be a truck driver? Uh, it is it's not the easiest, but it's kind of easy when you get into it. It's easy when you get into it. I've been doing it for 4 years now. I started my career with CR England. I went through them to get my CDL. I had to sign a 9 months contract with them. I ended up getting fired, being with them for a year. They said I've been a DOT bumper. They couldn't tell was a previous driver or it's just me. So they just let me go on top of that. I wish other drivers got in worse accidents because of that. But that's another story with CR England. What it's like to be with CR England, what it's really like to be with CR England, you start off with, you better have some money saved up going to them. You better ask your family members for help because you're going to be hungry. You don't get paid while you're in school, you get paid while you're on the road. You get a cash advance. Last time I checked, it was like $50 a week, $80 a week. You could take that 2 times. It used to be $100 a week, but you could do like $80 every 2 days when you fill up over 50 gallons of gas in your truck, in your trainer truck, whatever. Uh, I was a trainer with them after my 6 months having my CDL. That's how bad they need trainers. Um, I should have stayed a trainer. I should never went local. That's when I lost a lot of money going local. It was like $35 per load. I thought I was making money at the time until I started doing something else. Um, I'm working on getting my own truck, starting my own fleet of truck, be a fleet owner. So I already got my LLC, my EI number. I'm working on my own authority right now. Um, I'm doing another business too, so I'm working on a lot of stuff behind the scene right now. But when you get to CR England, I was in the one in Burns Harbor, Indiana. Once you get there, they got a school in Texas, in California, Salt Lake City, and Illinois. But when you get to Burns Harbor, Indiana, you go to this hotel. It's not a 5 class hotel. It's not a 3 class hotel. I won't even say it's a 1 class hotel because you don't get breakfast in the morning at all. It's like mostly like a motel, indoor motel. Basically, you have a roommate you never seen. Um, they pair you with somebody, you with that roommate till they leave or till y'all done with that course. First week of first week at CR England is DOT physical. If you don't have one, they make everybody take a drug test. At CR England, they do hair follicles, um, where they cut a piece of your hair, drug test it. They do that. Um, they do some more stuff too. So once you do that, you do a lot of paperwork. They do a hard background check. You see people, like 100 people in the room. You start seeing people get wiggle down throughout the week and throughout the course of it. Um, then you go study for your permit test. If you don't have your CDL permit before you get there, you gotta take it that Thursday, and they want you to pass it that Thursday. Then they want you to pass it that Thursday, so you uh, go on the backing range Friday. You off Saturday and Sunday. Um, when I first went, we was there every day, but you all Friday and Saturday, but you could go Saturday and Sunday if you want to fill out the truck, to back up, to work on your pre-trip, your post-trip, your air brake check, and all that. Your second week is strictly backing. Um, the backing course, you do straight backing. Then you do offset backing, parallel parking. You do that. Then you do some more backing. Your third week, you go on the road. You on the road. Then you go half of the day. You on the road half of the day. You backing. You do mostly backing. on the road, you get a turn. It's not that long. It seems like you just go down up the street, do a couple of turns. They take you around the test route, and once you take off the test route, you want to really pay attention to that test route because that's the same route the state examiner is going to give you. If you in Indiana, that's the same route they're going to give you. Um, and when you do your upgrade, you know, after you get your CDL, you go back to the hotel, you wait for a trainer to hit you up. You do orientation the next day, or that same day. It depends. Mine was on the next day. You do a pay orientation. You there. You do some more paperwork. Some more paperwork. You do a paperwork all through the week. Really, when you get there, you gonna sign papers. They're gonna make sure your paper is right. It's like 60 or 70 papers. It seems like you gotta sign. I'm like, no lie. The half of the time it's just a whole bunch of paper that read this, read this. And it's just a whole bunch of signatures, you know. Uh, then when you're on your training, you get paid minimum wage, your state minimum wage. So Indiana, last time it was 7.50 when I was on the road. When I was getting paid minimum wage. Then when you done with your training, you know, you gotta do 182 hours, but you could do 150 hours. You don't got to do a whole 180 hours. I was a trainer. I trained two students at the time. My first student, my first student, uh, we was in Arizona at the time. We stopped at Love's. I forgot where city we was at, but I remember this was like yesterday. So we stopped here, and I was in the back. I let him drive. I let my student drive from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. So I let him drive, and when he was driving, we stopped at Arizona. I had to get a, I had to, I went in there to, get the paper trail flow. We could use the app, but I always do double so they can have it. So they do be calling you because of that. So when they call you because of that, you just share flow it or do it the app, whatever, so they can get their BOL. Bill on late, and that's what it's called. So you do that, and so we was at Arizona, right? And I went into the bathroom. He see me cross his path because I said, "Excuse me," and we really never seen eye to eye on a lot of occasions. And this was the type of day we didn't see eye to eye, and we was seeing eye to eye. We didn't see eye to eye, but I truly make eye contact with him. And I wear a red hoodie at the time. I always wear hoodies, and I don't know why I wear a hoodie in Arizona in the summertime. I would never know. But I was wearing a red hoodie. I went there and I said, came back outside, and Sierra England gave me a brand new truck. It was like a 2018 at the time, Freightliner Cascade. One brand new plastic seats. Nobody haven't drove it. I was the first driver to drive it. I ain't gonna say I was the first driver to drive it. It was another driver that had to deliver it there. But that was my truck. I had a CB radio, everything in it. Went out, it was gone. And it had the black grill. It got the black grill, black trims, whatever, red and black. CR England. I remember my number 55699. That was my truck number. I still remember to this day. Um, you know. So I went back inside. It was a border patrol in there at the time, and I said, I believe my student took my truck, and then it was a highway state police pulled up too at the time to get some subway. He made a call, and he, I told him where the direction the truck was supposed to go, and the city police came and the sheriff came. It was like a whole bunch of police agencies, the border patrol, state police, the sheriff, the police department came to the gas station, and they put me in this little squad car, and we got to him. It took 2 hours to get to him because they had to find him. And who knew finding the truck is hard on a highway, especially CR England trucks. CR England trucks is everywhere. I think they got over 3,000 tractors and 6,000 trailers. So you gonna learn that in HR. So he took the truck. I didn't never told CR England what happened. He was almost done. I should have told. He said I was in the front in the front row. I mean, in the front seat. That's why he took it. When you is with your trainer, you is not supposed to move that truck without them being in the front seat at all. Till they get real comfortable with you. But when you like make an exit or turning, they got to be in that first seat. They got to be in that first seat because they got to make sure you don't hit nothing. And always pay attention to your mirrors. Your mirror is gonna be your best friend. So he ended up taking the truck. Me and him got into it. He said, "Why do you make me drive so much?" And I'm like, "Dude, just walk at Walmart, be a clown." Because when people take this position, people think it's just like, okay, it's easy work. Is you gonna just drive? You're not gonna get tired. You're gonna just drive. You're gonna just drive. You're gonna just you just gonna have fun, whatever, right? No, you gonna have to do a lot of more stuff than you are when you're a truck driver. You gotta watch out for the road. You're gonna be a dispatch. You're gonna be calling customers. You're gonna be, you know, you basically gotta be a safety manager. You gotta do your pre-trip, everything. So when you at the trucking school, you want to do your pre-trip every day. That's so when you go take that DMV test. When you go to the DMV, take that test to the state. Indiana, they call it DMV, Bureau of Motor Vehicle. When you here at the state, and if you don't pass your pre-trip, you know, if you don't say the truck is gear driven, and you understand it's belt driven, it's gear driven. Freightliners are gear driven. Last time I checked, um, the tires, the brakes, the air hose, you want to say crab bend or broken, not crab bend or broken. If it's metal, not crab bend or broken. If it's rubber, not crab bend or broken or cut or dent. Um, so metal, you want to say not crab bend or broken, no rust. But just point. Don't put your hand on the item because if you get that wrong, just point in the direction where that item at because you might forget on your testing. And always pass my pre-trip. Um, oh yeah, when the four brake check, you want to you want to get that down 100%. You cannot miss nothing. You gotta get that 100. So if you say one digit off, you is completely wrong. That would happen to me the first time. So I could have sworn I said what I said, but he said I didn't say it. But when you upgrade to your own truck, you're gonna be with somebody that is on level two. Um, you basically sharing the truck with them. They're gonna be the lead till you upgrade to that second seat. Then you be the lead till you get where you want to get through recovery or local or 6 months down the line or 9 months down the line. I don't know how if they change their policy or not, but you want to come and be a trainer. You can make easy $1,500. You really don't have to do that much driving, especially if you had two students on the truck. You're gonna get there twice as fast because you gotta split. That's doing what 7 hours of driving time. This student was 7 or 8. Then you drive, from two a.m. to the 4 a.m. You can do it like that and let him drive at 4 o'clock. That's what I did. Um, um, but my second hand of students, I had two students in the truck. Um, it was the worst. The trucks are small. Semi trucks are small in the inside. It is strictly small. When you be in a truck with somebody, y'all gonna bump heads. I am telling you. There's a lot of us. We don't argue, but you get to that point. Um, you got to. You gotta. You gotta. You gonna make rookie mistakes on the way, but some of the rookie mistakes can be avoided if you just get out and look, do the go, get out and look all the time. Make sure you have a lot of space. I do it now. I drive. I do it in gas tanks all the time. I do it at gas stations all the time. I get out and look. When I do terminal to terminal, I get out and look. I gotta be lined up with the arm so it can reach. I drive for another company, JP McMahon. I drive for them. So I get my own truck. Hopefully in 30 days or less. 30 days or less, I get my own stuff started. But when you at CR England, you're gonna hear a lot of bad things. But they still there. You know, the headquarters is nice. I stay at the headquarters one time, waiting on the truck. When you do recovery, you're gonna be staying in hotels or in the truck. Like recovery, you can make money. Being a trainer, you can make money. It depends what fleet you be at, cause I seen some fleet pay $2,000 a week. I see other fleets pay more. I see other fleets pay less. Um, but you get what you do, you know, all the time. You make a lot of time for yourself. Um, but you'll get it, man. Eventually you'll get it. Uh, just stay with it. Just stay at it, and you'll make it through the whole process. They do check. They do send people home. They do waste people time. You gonna see people being mad. I'm always at the Parents Harbor. It's only the walking distance restaurant was Denny's. So if you like Denny's, you could go to Denny's. But they got a buzz come Tuesdays and Thursday. I believe this one I went. So this was like 4 years ago, going on 4 years ago. So a lot of stuff has changed. A lot of people I talked to went to CR England, got their CDL with no problem. I get a lot of questions. Um, but you want to stay humble. You want to be patient. Um, you want to get books. You want to get stress-free books. You want to get stuff that keep your stress level down. You want to get plenty of sleep. Um, if you know you probably get a roommate that snore. You probably get a bed that get bed bugs because there's a gang of people come in and come out. So you're gonna see a lot of critters, a lot of spiders. You get prefer your trainer, a woman or a driver or a male. I did non-smoking. My truck was non-smoking. I can't be around smoke. I get a bad headache. As soon as I sniff a cigarette, I get a real bad headache. Like I get a terrible headache. But being a truck driver is one of those things. Is you don't have nobody look over you. You got people watching your truck. Um, Sometimes you don't agree with the dispatch. You gotta make sure all your paperwork in. That's how you get paid. You want to make sure you gotta wait. You want to document everything. So when you get your truck, this is what they don't tell you. When you get your truck, when you get your truck, um, once you get your truck, you take pictures of your truck, the front, the back, the side, the doors, the inside, any scratches, any marks. You want to document everything that you had with this truck because if you don't, it will come back on you. When you pick up a trailer, before you hook it up, do the inspection around that trailer. Take pictures of it. If the bumper is bent, you want to take pictures. Hey, this is what I took before I took this trailer. Because sometimes when you pick up a trailer, they might have to pick it up at the door. This is what happened to me. I ended up bending the DOT bumper. It was bent, but it looked like it could have been bent by anybody else. So you you just want to make sure you have everything documented. You want to take notes where you stop at. You want to keep a journal. I still do. Like the gas stations I still go to. I still go to the same gas stations most every day. Right. But you want to keep a journal because that's how you gonna know you get paid right. You want to get paid. You don't want to get jipped. You like, hey, my bank account ain't right. I'm supposed to make so X dollars. I'm supposed to make 15, 1,800 a week, and I only getting paid 12. What's up with that? And if you got proof, you can show them like, oh, we miss it, cause stuff do happen. You are dealing with people that are dealing with a lot of drivers. So a lot of drivers do come through as a lot of human error, air, air, and human error. There's a whole bunch like that. So you want to keep, you just want to keep on the ball because you don't want to do stuff. A lot of when you back up in a spot, you want to back up where you could get in easier. CR England gonna teach you the hard way. Eventually, you gonna learn from a. It's good to learn from an old school driver. When I was with an old school driver, he taught me how to blindside back easy. Some yo, bagging, when you do Alidot, when you do all these bagging, they they all not gonna be the same. They not gonna be the same. They just gonna be um they not gonna be the same. So once you look at the situation go on, they're not gonna be the same. It don't matter if you go to the same place. Um, if you could go pull it straight forward and bag up, if you got room like that, do it. Um, Take your time. Don't care if people rushing you, blowing. Some people do come and help you. If you're not sure, get out and look. Uh, I'm glad I haven't bumped into nobody's truck or trailer. It do happen. If it does happen, um, it happened. Learn from it. Move on. Because if you just gonna contemplate on a lot of stuff, cars getting in front of you, because you all brake check, you put middle fingers up, because these trucks only go 62, 65. I heard they bump it up to 65, and it is slow, especially when you going uphill. All right, when you go downhill, it's fast. But they got these things called breaker events. So all the rookie drivers, just take your time around these curves, because you can end up dying. You can end up getting killed. There was a time in Burns Harbor, uh, CR England school was where CR England was at, but they moved it to Illinois. But the school is still there in Burns Harbor, so they moved the office to Holland, Illinois. So when you it was a driver. He had a co-driver with him. He ended up stalling on the track there in Burns Harbor. He got out the truck. He did not let him. He did not wake up his co-driver in the back, and his co-driver was airlifted. Um, this is a CR England driver. There's a lot. The reason why you hear Swift and CR England and CST and West Express, you hear all these companies because there's so much tractor. So, of course, gonna be a couple bad apples that get in an accident. If you want your CDL, go to CR England. Go to CR England. But once you done with that contract, go somewhere else. If you could buy your own, I mean, not buy your own trucking school. That's a good idea to start a trucking school. If you if you go to a trucking school and you can afford it, someone's like 4,000, 7,000. You could get an assistant. Do that before you go to these big companies sign these contracts, okay? Because you might not like it. You might get frustrated. You might get irritated. Because when you at CR England, you're not gonna make that much money on the road. Your checks is not gonna be that much. Um, your checks ain't gonna be that much. I guarantee you, because a lot of you're not gonna start making money till you on your own. That's where the money is at. But when you with a trainer, you're not gonna make that much money. So have your family and friends send you money. If they got food stamp card, let you have that. Cause loves, I believe, set eat. And then you can stop at Walmart's on the way and get some food. Grocery stores on the way. Trade friendly parking. There's a lot of places, but you wanna get buy you a cooler. Put vegetable, lunch meat, bread. That's how you survive. Get you a small refrigerator, cooler. If you travel before, you travel a lot, you know what to do. You want to pack small. Don't pack a lot. Please, please, whatever you do not pack 5 bags, 50 bags. Do not. I had to pick up a woman. She had stuff that I couldn't fit in the truck, and only have a duffel bag and my book bag and a book and my laptop. That's the only thing you really need. Your toothbrush, your toothpaste. Then you can put that stuff in the closet. I mean, this woman had crates on top of crates, microwave, TV, um, clothes on top of clothes. And she stopped every store she stopped at. She brought something. Even when she was with me, she brought something. And she didn't help me drive, and she had her CDL. Like, then when we was in Wyoming, no, we was not in Wyoming. We was in Nebraska. We was at Grand Island, something like that. We was in Nebraska, and I stopped at a TA and then shut down for the night because I was out of hours. and I stop at and I park at the outside. Never ever park on the outside of a truck because your truck will get hit. So a Swift driver tore my tractor up. I mean, he ripped the hood off. He didn't rip it off on Judgment Way, but he bent the hood, broke the radiator. He did a bust the radiator, and he only had 50 hours of driving time. 50 hours of driving time. So don't pack so much. The reason why I said don't pack so much because if you have a emergency with that truck or there's a emergency at home, you want to be able to take the stuff you want to take. You don't want to keep buying stuff and taking big bags. It was this one student. He had 7 bags. I mean, no lie. He had 7 luggage like he was going on a vacation. Just pack what you need. You just need some jeans, 5 boxers, t-shirts, a hoodie, a sweater, a cover, and a pillow, your toothbrush, your toothpaste, your pills, whatever you take, a bottle of water, a case of water, and you can get most of the stuff. With me, I used to feed my students because they didn't have money because I already knew where they were coming from struggling school, so I feed my students when I got paid. Uh, you want to if you come in trading, you want to feed your students and you want to make them do that out of doubt bagging. You have enough fucking time. I mean, you have enough time to let your students bag up. You have a plenty of time. Don't say we on a timeline. Teach them people how to bag up. Cause when they on their own, they gonna don't know what they doing. Cause I didn't know what I was doing. I guarantee you. I told my trainer I did this before, so that's probably why he didn't really train me on backing. But now I learned how to back, and I used to be a spotter for Home Depot, so now I know. But you want to make sure your students know how to back up, and you want to tell your trainer, "Hey, I need a back up, dog. I need a back up, sis. Bro. Let me back up the truck. Let me back up. I let my students back up the truck the first day. Then we like in the yard, like in California. When we went to California, I miss going over the road. I miss the road now because being local is boring. You got a set schedule. You got to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. You got to be at the yard at 4. I used to love being at the yard because you can shut down when you want to. You don't have nobody looking at you. It's local. I'm gonna do that for another thing. My opinion about over the road, regional, and local. And that's another video I'm gonna do tomorrow. But I'm gonna do a truck tips every day. But you wanna learn how to bag up. You wanna learn how to do your bill of lading. You wanna know your pre-trip. You wanna know how to weigh that truck. Cause you get a ticket, you get shut down. And always be respectful to the people who weigh you, cause they do get smart. Especially the people come out like you or you go to Wyoming. Them people are rude to you. It don't matter if you white or black. They just something's about them is rude. Wyoming is the state that I hate driving in. It's never a good weather. It could be a snowstorm in July and shut down a highway. Colorado is the same way. Um, Mountain driving is not that bad that what people make it seem. I did mountain driving. The first day it was scared because you look down, you look ooh, but you want to just take your time. Be comfortable with the truck. The truck be comfortable with you. You are in control of that truck. All right. If you have a flat tire, don't panic. Slow down the truck. Pull over it as safe as you can. Um, on the trailer, you could go up to 90 miles to the next exit. If you have a, if your trailer wheels, one of your trailer wheels, get a blowout, you can take the next exit. So when the dude come fix your truck, he don't have to sit on the side of the road. So it's safety for everybody. It's safety for you, the person who fits in your truck, and then your truck and people driving. Because there's gonna be time where people pull very close to you on the side of the road. There's gonna be time where people uh, try to run you off the road. These are cars. These are other truck drivers. Don't get it twisted. Some of these truck drivers are looking for themselves. You're gonna see that when you back up at Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Walmart, Sam Club, uh, Amoco, at Nelsie. Don't get mad when you gotta sit there. You're gonna get paid the detention pay. You're gonna get paid detention pay. Just sit there, run out of time, just park on the no. If you really had to park on the off ramp, on the on ramp, be careful. I had to do that a couple times. I had to do that. Um, there have been some crazy times, When your truck broke down, they try to put you in a hotel. You do recovery, your truck. If you do a day cab, your truck, they give you a day cab. You can stay at a hotel. The nicest hotel they ever put me in when I was in California. I forgot in California. I forgot. It was no down near Los Angeles. I'll tell you that. It was close to Nevada. Started with a C. Um, but being a truck driver, I enjoy it. I want to own I'm about to own my own trucking company. I would love own a mega truck company like CR England, Swift, and all them here in Indianapolis, Indiana. But uh, be cool, be relaxed, cause your rookie year, your CR England is your rookie year of your trucking career. All right, keep accidents off. Keep your safe, cause when you want to go to another company, they look at the safety part first. Don't get no speeding tickets in your personal car. In your personal car, do the speed limit. Don't get no tickets. Obey the law. I can't stress that enough because your CDL is your lifeline. And if this the career you pick, it's a lot of driving. It's more to driving. It is more to driving. You gotta look at your mirror all the time. You gotta be careful on your turn. But be careful out there. Be safe. Look out for another. Be real careful with people. Truck drivers do get robbed, so don't keep cash on you. Please don't. His truck drivers got robbed for $30,000. He said by a lot lizard. Don't let nobody in your truck. Don't let nobody in your truck. Oh yeah, you gonna get a lot of people recruit you. And that's cool too. If you get an owner operator, they're gonna wait for your contract it up and let you get some assist. And someone will split 50-50 with you, 60-40 split with you, 80-20 split with you. They let you drive where you want to drive at. You say, hey, I don't want to do New York. You don't have to do New York. But when you're with a mega company, you don't have no choice where to go. I used to work for Celadon. I worked with CR England twice. Who else? I'm with JP McMahon. I used to work for PWD. So I used to be a spotter, So I have a couple of experience. You don't want to keep bouncing around because you're not going to find something you want. So the best choice to get your feet wet, get the experience, and focus on that first. Then you can focus. Once you have it 6 months under your belt to a year, you can look for other stuff. Most truck companies I've seen only take people who got 2 years experience. So you guys stay with CR England 2 years, but CR England do pay good. It just depends what fleet you go to. So ask your recruiter, ask your fleet manager. Hey, is EA pay better than AA or AF pay better than 6A? Stuff like that, because they do have stuff do change daily with truck companies. So you want to just make sure you there, make sure you save, get a lot of sleep, get a lot of stuff, and eventually you could be working on your own operator or leasing. So um, make sure you do your research. Always do your research before you jump behind that wheel. And look at that contract. Look at that contract. It's always a loophole. I don't know what it is, but what it's like at CR England is hard at first. But I like CR England. I'm one of them drivers that like CR England, even though they fired me. But I know if I need a job real bad, I could go to CR England. Um, you could go to another truck company. So you have your CDLs. It's a golden ticket. You go anywhere you want, or you don't have to work drive a truck. But I'm out. Have fun. Enjoy.